Okay, I had a little panic there. Twitter, which is obviously the company who owns Periscope, was telling me that I'd had a technical difficulty and it wasn't loading, but you guys are here, so that is awesome. So thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. Thank you for the little heart as well, that's very cool. I'll be going live at 2 o'clock. And I'm very excited to be sharing the #1 reason why money is not flowing to you. This is part of my 5-day challenge, which starts today. And I've got a very, very juicy topic for people to get the teeth into. Welcome, Claire. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll turn the camera around in a little moment when we'll get ready. So if you haven't got a pen and piece of paper handy already, I really suggest that you go and do that. Hi Sam, lovely to see you here. So this is, Claire's really getting the hang of Periscope, I love it. So this is a kind of 20-minute Periscope where I'll be talking about one of the biggest struggles that female business owners have in their businesses and what you can do to overcome that. Hi Diane, lovely to see you here. It's a very blustery day here in York where I'm broadcasting from, but nonetheless it is still a lovely sunny day, and the 1st of February. Hi Jen, lovely to see you. Oh, it's so nice to see so many familiar people join me. That is awesome. So you're here to find out the #1 reason why money isn't flowing to you, so that is really cool. And I'm just going to turn the camera around so we can get hello. Okay, so fabulous to see you here. I'm here, even though I was getting a few kind of queries from Twitter saying that I couldn't go live, but we're live, we're here, I'm here, you're here. So I promised to, thank you very much, I promised to share with you the #1 reason why money isn't flowing to you as a business. Just a little bit of background information about who I am and why I'm here and why I'll be here every day this week at 2 o'clock. I'm Rachel Smith, the business grower, and I work with female business owners to grow their amazing business, and I help them to unlock their money making potential through sharing the through the money mindset and marketing strategies that will see them attracting money and clients consistently to them. And we're going to start with one of the juicy subjects and something that not very many people talk about, but it is an absolute essential foundation for you if you are a business owner who is looking to grow their business and is currently finding it a little bit of an uphill struggle. So as I said, this whole week I am running a 5-day Make More Money challenge. And if you are joining Periscope, you like the sound of what we're talking about, but you want to know more about the challenge and how you can get involved, as long as you are a female business owner, you can come and join us. You can find out more about the 5-day challenge, which is totally free and full of amazing bonuses and structured to really get you focusing and using some of my key principles that will see you like making a shift in your business, attracting more money in, feeling more confident about things like pricing, selling, putting your prices up, forecasting, talking about your money, all those things. So if you want to find out more about the challenge, you can over my website, which is www.thebusinessgrower.com. And the right hand panel, there's a couple of buttons. It's the second button, which is green, of course, because it's money, and it's called a Free Money Challenge. So click on there, come and join us and participate in this. So every day I will be showing up to share one kind of simple strategy that you can use in your business. And today, day 1, I'm going to talk to you about money. So here we are at the beginning of our challenge, the beginning of today's Periscope. So if you know anybody in your Periscope and Twitter community who is a female business owner and who needs to hear this message about money and how you can make it flow easily into your business, please come and invite them in to join us. So if you're on Apple phone to invite people, all you do is you flick up the screen and below it'll say share. So just click on share and it'll invite our community to come and join us. If you're on an Android, I believe you pull it down and it's the same thing. So just two slightly different ways to do that. For anybody who hasn't or is not familiar with Periscope and you wonder how you can interact with it, maybe on the first level you'll be relieved that I can't see you, but you can see me. So lovely, thank you for sharing those links. Thanks guys. But you can interact with me. There is a little text box so you can text me comments, and then there's the heart thing. Now here in the UK, the hearts don't really resonate with us sometimes. It's like when people ask us to send hearts, we might feel a little bit uncomfortable about it. But the way that I use the hearts is if you can, you know, as I'm talking, as I'm sharing things with you, lovely, I love all the hearts, thank you. If there are messages that I'm sharing with you that really resonate with you, what's really helpful as feedback is if you press on the hearts, just tap on the screen. I know Claire was asking me earlier last week, is you just tap on the screen and you can send me some hearts, and it just means that I kind of, it's your body language to me. We'll just see if we can get rid of that person, because we really don't want things like that, do we? Okay, let's see if we can block you. So you see, you might get some interesting people on there, but you can easily get rid of them as well. Just like that. Yes, I know, it's great, isn't it, Claire? It's like, go away. We don't want people like that. Right, shall we get on with the content then? That's kind of set me up in a good frame of mind, knowing that I can totally control what is said in this group, because, you know, it's about us women coming together and in a really powerful way focusing on those key elements that are going to make our businesses grow. And the reason why we're here and the reason why we're listening to this Periscope is because our businesses mean so much to us, that the way that we run our businesses means so much to us, to our families, but also we know and understand that our clients truly benefit from working with us. And when we start to think about growing our business, about attracting more people to us and making more money, it's really with those sentiments in place, is that, you know, by doing what we need to do to become more visible and accessible, is that we're allowing more of those people who need to work with us kind of hear our message. So it's a really powerful way of reframing selling from a really early point, is that actually it's digging deep within us to understand what running a business means to us and understand what you do for your clients. So, but more about selling later on this week. So, day one, we are going to talk about money. And I know it might make some people or some people on this call or listening back to the recording feel really uncomfortable. But guys, when you're running a business, we need to be comfortable talking and asking for money. And also we need to be super comfortable planning for more money to come to us. So money is an absolutely key foundation of any successful business. And one of the ladies who's on the Periscope with us today, she completed my 6-week business and money program. And she said at the end of it, you know, she actually felt like the CEO in her business, that she wanted to feel like that she was in control of it. And part of that is taking control and responsibility of money. But money can make us all feel very uncomfortable. It can make us feel a little bit icky when we're talking about sales or putting our prices up. So really, we need to understand why we feel so uncomfortable about money. And for the last umpteen generations, women are more likely to share intimate details of their personal life, of their personal relationships, than they would feel comfortable about talking about their money. So this is it, guys. This is us starting to peel back why money feels so uncomfortable. So let's just kind of delve into that. And what you'll be doing today on the very first day of the Make More Money 5-day challenge is to start to explore and understand your money story. So why is this so relevant, and what is a money story? So a money story is that story that is kind of deep within you. You might not even consciously be aware that you have a money story, but we all do. So that once again we can block those people who don't really are in alignment with what we are talking about today. So really what we're talking about today is thinking about the reasons why money feels icky to us, and also about understanding what our money story is. And we all have a money story. Some people have the most fabulous money story and other people don't. Personally, when I started to look at my money story, it wasn't very good. So what do I mean about money story? What I'm talking about here is that story that you believe consciously or unconsciously about money. And it generally stems back from those money messages. Definitely, I mean, Claire shared here, always be in the skin, always will be where, yeah, definitely. So it's kind of like, let's peel back the layers. Let's sit with that discomfort. Let's sit with that shame. Let's sit with that anger that might come up as you complete this very first exercise. And that is to start to understand your money story. So, you know, what were those money messages that were bandied about whilst you were growing up? So I was a child of the 70s, and the messages that I heard a lot was that money didn't grow on trees, only greedy people had money, and people like us, Rachel, we don't do whatever it is. And that becomes that becomes our stuff, that becomes our beliefs. So when we suddenly later on in life become business owners, it's like all of a sudden we're expected to behave in a really different way, to look at being happy about talking about money, about asking for money, about planning for more money to come into us, to start to think about growing our businesses or putting our prices up. But how can when our money story is actually keeping us where we are? And as Claire just shared there, you know, it's that feeling of always being skinned, and actually that's okay because we come from a generation of being skinned. So let's just explore that for a little bit. So here we are in 2016, and if your grandparents didn't experience the Second or the First World War, it's likely that not too far down your generational line, people in your families experienced war, they experienced depression, they experienced a real lack. They experienced society that had such a hierarchy that if you were down here, you were always going to be down here. And is there any wonder that as business owners now, we're dealing with money blocks that have been passed on to us by our parents and carers, and who've had their own money stories passed on by their parents and carers, and their parents and carers are likely to have been the generation where they faced terrible situations and terrible lack that we have started to come across this, definitely. So somebody's shared here that they have huge money blocks. So this is the starting point. Today I invite you to answer these questions. I want you to start to peel back. Yeah, definitely. So start to peel back what your money story is, because we're going to look at that in a lot of detail, and then I'm going to show you ways that you can start to readjust that. If you discover that your money story is having a direct impact on how you feel about money and about how you attract money into your business, we can start to unpack that and make that a different situation for you going forward. So here are the 5 questions, and I will be posting this up in our Facebook community for you guys who are part of the 5-day challenge, and also emailing it to you as well. So the very first question I want you to respond to today is, you know, how was money treated and talked about whilst you were growing up? So that is the very first question. How was money treated and talked about whilst you were growing up? So just write your responses to that now. This is likely to be quite a big piece, so I really encourage you to go back over this question and make sure that you keep going. Now, the kind of health warning is that this could bring up feelings of anger, of shame, of disappointment, those sort of negative feelings. Sit with those feelings, guys. Go through those feelings. They are absolutely normal for you to feel. And please come and share in our Facebook group that you are having those feelings, because I have some really easy strategies for you that will help you overcome this. But really, believe me, it is absolutely normal for when you're working on your money stuff and your money past, for you to feel some anger about the things that have been passed on to you once you understand what the negative impacts are. Yeah, I know it is Jen. I mean, Jen's just sharing there that she is still working. I mean, Jen was on my program in October, November time, and Sam's the same. And and I'll always say this, is that I will never sit here and in judgment on anybody about their money stuff, because it's work in progress. So yeah, Helen said, my daughter asked about money yesterday. My mum said, we don't talk about that straight away. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? Okay, the second question is this, is thinking back to your childhood. You know, where did this behaviour come from? So just thinking to your money story, think about the kind of reasons why those people in your lives passed on certain messages to you. There will be some very clear reasons why this behaviour has come up. So the second question is, you know, directly relating to how money was treated and talked about when you were growing up. The second one is, you know, where did this behaviour come from? And the third question is this, you know, right now, today, and this is a question that I'll be asking my live audience, my face-to-face audience tonight as well. So those ladies who are joining me, you'll also be getting this as well. So the third question is, you know, how do you feel about money right now? Do you feel anxious that you're worrying about where your next paying client is coming from? Are you open to receiving money? Are you angry that lots of opportunities haven't come your way and it's causing you to feel anxious about your business? Do you think money is just for rich, greedy people? How do you feel about money right now? Because that tells you a lot about how much your money story is impacting on how you act and behave now. So the fourth question is, thinking about those three questions, you know, what was your money story basically? Where did that behaviour come from? And how do you currently feel about money? And the fourth question is there a link to everything that you've captured there to your money story? So just thinking about that fourth question, you know, how do you feel about money? Is that feeling about how you feel about money, can you see a link to your money story, to the past, to the beliefs that you've been raised about money? And the fifth and final question is, how is your money story impacting on your business today? Because if you feel that you have to come from a place of lack, believe me, you will continue to come from a place of lack in your business. You will always believe that the competition is two-faced. You will always believe that your prices are too high. You will always believe that there aren't enough customers to come to you for you to feel as if you've got a sustainable business. So that's why today on my Make More Money challenge, we start with looking at money. And it is a really big area, guys. I'll post these questions up for you in the group and over in the email as well. And please come and share what comes up. This absolutely, and I am not like over egging it. Last year when I ran this challenge, but over 15 days, we had people crying because of the money stuff that came up, which is brilliant. That's such a release, isn't it? We had people having these massive aha moments of like saying, oh my gosh, I totally understand now why I feel like I do about my business, about money, about asking for it, about growing my business. It's totally directly linked with X. We had people going in having conversations for the first time with their parents about money. We had people talking to their partners about money. but there is a lot of emotions, and I am here in that group in our private Facebook community where only people who are going on this challenge or have been through it previously are actually in that space. So it's your safe space to come and share with the rest of us your money story. Okay. So Jen says, I agree, but it's so worth it, and the changes that are coming as well. So Jen has been through this process. She really understands that this might feel totally uncomfortable and a little bit alien to be talking about our money, but it does work. So guys, I'm just going to check the time under my paper. I am organised really. Let's have a look what time we're on. So 20 minutes. I've been on here 20 minutes. I promise it's going to be 20 minutes. I will take any quick questions that you've got now, otherwise I will respond to them in the group. So I'll give you like 30 seconds, and if you've got a question, just tap in your text box and let me know. And then tomorrow we'll be talking about money mindset, which is a really good one, and it's good, you know, if you're doing that kind of clearing out work of your money story. My pleasure, Diane. If you're clearing out that money baggage, starting to look at your money mindset is a really brilliant next step. All right, guys, that is it. If you want me, come over to the Facebook group, come and say hi, come and tell us how you get on with these questions. I'm here for you this week. Okay, bye for now.